Let's turn to Donald Trump. We talked a little bit about the meeting that's ostensibly happening, I think probably now at the White House between Trump and Zelensky and about a half a dozen of the leaders of Europe. But a lot of people are saying that Trump got nothing out of his meeting with Putin. A lot of people are saying that Putin just basically bent him to his will, that he tacoed and came out of there instead of saying ceasefire, which he went in saying, came out and said peace accord, which is really just another way of saying like, well, I don't think Putin's ready to stop killing Ukrainians, but maybe we can come to some type of deal. But the other thing that Trump found out, something very interesting, because Putin, famous for caring about democracy, and I mean, he should be. He's been elected how many times? 10 times?
10, 12.
And by like almost like huge margins. He's very popular. And he apparently gave some insight to Trump that Trump seemed surprised to hear this.
Oh, Vladimir Putin said something, one of the most interesting things. He said, your election was rigged because you have mail-in voting. He said mail-in voting every election. He said no country has mail-in voting. It's impossible to have mail-in voting and have honest elections. And he said that to me. It was very interesting because we talked about 2020. He said, you won that election by so much. And that's how he got it. He said,
pause it for a second. Pause it for 1 second. I just stop for a moment. Let's wait. In this face-to-face meeting that he has with Putin, how long was it? An hour? They cut it short. They didn't even get to like. Apparently, the plan was to have lunch. We know what the plans were because somebody left them on a printer at a hotel.
Had the halibut.
So I don't know. Maybe they're talking for an hour. Why are they talking about 2020? Like, how does that come up?
I know why Putin's talking about it.
Well, exactly.
It's what Trump's desperate to hear.
Exactly.
You know what,
But
Sam?
like, what? Like, we got nothing else to talk about. You're involved in a massive war. Supposedly, we have nukes pointed at each other. We got this situation in Gaza. We have this massive trade war going on. Before we get to that, can we just go back over 2020 one more time? You know, the election I lost before the one I won. Like, what? Do you have any insights about that?
It's like someone coming into a negotiation with Sam and being like, you know what, Sam? I think you're really onto something about red delicious apples being like totally disgusting. Just win you over. Or someone being like, you know,
Great joinery.
Odell Beckham Jr. might be underrated in NFL history. Like, that's
it would be
such obvious flattery, but I don't care.
It would be coming to go like, before we start, Sam, Inflation Gate.
Yeah.
That ball, it was cold. And everyone knows when you have a football and it's cold. It's like,
Totally
why are we
Deflategate?
talking about something from that long ago?
Deflategate.
Deflategate, yeah, Deflategate. Well, some people say Deflategate.
Some people
I
say
say Inflation Gate.
Inflategate,
I mean, that's the
yes.
thing. That's the whole point. That was the thing I found the most interesting to talk about.
So interesting.
I mean, are you kidding me? Just never mind the fact that, of course, Putin is playing, but it doesn't occur to Trump, like, why is he bringing this up? This is weird.
No, he's
The world's
Go
greatest
back.
businessman. Doesn't
Exactly.
feel butter.
Oh, I had him
my God.
wrapped around my fingers talking about all the greatest hits.
art of the deal.
Also, what I thought was interesting is I said, good people on both sides. I said, good people on both sides. That came up, too.
Trump was giggling and putting his hair behind his ear.
Exactly.
We were saying this.
Yeah, I was just saying my hotels were the best.
He said mail-in voting every election. He said no country has mail-in voting. It's impossible to have mail-in voting and have honest elections. And he said that to me. It was very interesting because we talked about 2020. He said, you won that election by so much. And that's how he got it. He said, and if you would have won, we wouldn't have had a war. You'd have all these millions of people alive now instead of dead. And he said, and you lost it because of mail-in voting. It was a
Pause it for
rigged
one more
election.
second. Don't take it down. There are dozens of countries that use mail-in voting. Canada, UK, Australia, Switzerland. I think Germany might too. There are dozens of countries that use it. Go ahead.
Mail-in voting, Sean.
Oh, was that it? He's so dumb.
I know.
I mean, just think about like how much to change the outcome of an election by using mail-in voting. You would have to find out who is not voting in person. Brian would have to send in, let's say Brian was the mastermind behind this, which not
Seems pretty easy to me.
Rough start
Picture that.
already.
I always picture I'm the
Brian
mastermind.
has a list. Sam's gonna vote, or Sam's not gonna vote, so I'm going to send in a mail-in ballot for him. Like you go around. That's why you ask people, "Are you voting? Are you voting?"
Yes.
And when they say no, then you raid their mailbox, grab the ballot that they requested, even though they were planning not to vote, or the people they request for a ballot, it never shows up, so they just bag it. They don't vote, and you end up voting. There's no way to do this on any type of like mass level. I guess the argument would be,
It was Antifa.
I don't know what the argument, like nobody's walked through like how it is
How it
with
would
mail-in
work.
voting, except for like you've got kids intercepting their parents' ballot and they fill it out, and the parents, because they're old, they forget that they didn't vote, and that's how that swayed the election.
It's the Soros hypnosis, or it's Brian going chimney to chimney and taking out mail-in ballots. But you've got to have the Santa superpower, right, to get to every house on
Yeah.
election
Jay
day.
Tingle has a good point. How does Putin know who really won the 2020 election?
Trump was the president of that nation. Like he doesn't even admitting that like another world leader, especially one like not exactly a paragon of democracy, can tell you about your election result. Like that's a you problem. That's a skill issue.
And that you don't have the like just wherewithal to understand that this is a transparent way to suck up to me. I mean, do we even know if the conversation happened, or is he just saying this? Like,
I think it's true. I think it
I'm
does
sure
happen.
it's
I think
true.
he's that like
because it's obvious.
stupid slash sort of just motivated by I had Putin around.
I mean, easy mode if you're one of the preppers for Putin, being like, just talk about
Totally.
this, talk about Russiagate and how unfair it was for him, and you're set.
And
Like,
how rich you
easiest
can
job
get.
ever, yeah.
There was like reporting in The Guardian last week prior to the meeting saying that Putin was going to appeal to Trump's business interests. It's like, oh, no shit. Like anybody could figure this out. He's so easily manipulatable. The only thing that like makes him less transparent is just how short-term his memory is and how fickle he is. But like everything else in terms of his immediate reaction to something can be totally anticipated.
Instead of
yeah.
Ivanka was really hot actually too, and I thought that was very interesting.
But in the MAGA
Perhaps the
movement,
most
stupid
interesting.
equals strong, apparently.
This is also pretty funny. Here, Bob, would you pop up this tear page?
Oh wow!
Play the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. There it is.
You know, Lincoln at the election of 1864 did mail-in. I don't know if maybe it was the Copperhead that won that one.
Meanwhile, this is literally on the day that Newsmax agrees to pay $67 million for their Dominion defamation suit.
Is Dominion just going to be able to survive for like
I was
100
thinking
years
that.
off of all these lawsuits?
I mean, I'm sure it's just going to go back to shareholders, but like,
Yeah.
holy moly!
They have no staff. They have only attorneys now.
We should try to get into this business.
No
Yeah.
kidding. No kidding. This we're going to we're not even going to have cameras in here anymore. We're just going to have one lawyer and give them Ethan Klein's Instagram. And I'm going to be a multimillionaire.
Harvard endowment levels of money.
Exactly.
Yeah, the internet, easy access to the internet has made it way too easy for folks to make claims that are easily false, easily verifiably false.
All right, let's go to number 11. This is pretty funny. Oh, wait, this is Trump. Oh yeah, on Truth Social. I'm going to lead a movement to get rid of mail-in ballots.
This is 2 days after the meeting.
Also, he
What
won.
what does a movement mean?
He won in 2024 with a lot of mail-in ballots, by the way. The one election he lost is because there were more mail-ins because we had a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. But that was also the election he presided over.
And
which, to Matt's
seriously
point,
controversial in caps. He's capitalizing seriously and controversial. I'm not sure why. Voting machines, which cost 10 times more than accurate and sophisticated watermark paper, which is faster and leaves no doubt at the end of the evening
Watch Harry Emden.
as to who won and who lost the election. We are now the only country in the world that uses mail-in. Oh my God.
Source is Putin.
yeah. He told me.
That's just amazing. All others gave it up because of the massive fraud, voter fraud encountered. We will begin this effort, which will be strongly opposed by the Democrats because they cheat at levels never seen before by signing an executive order to help bring honesty to the midterm elections. You recall in the run up to the 2025 election, they were terrified. The 2024 election, they were terrified because nobody was going in early voting.
Yeah.
And because the Republicans were told that it's fraudulent. He's doing it again, folks. They must do what the federal government, as represented by the president, tells them for the good of our country. States are merely an agent for the federal government in counting and tabulating the votes. That is actually not true. The states are responsible for their own elections, I think, according to the Constitution. Now, I would love to see, I would love to see federal law that takes over all of this stuff.
Yep.
There was a gentleman on Harry Emden yesterday on
And then
CNN.
it just goes into
There was
transgender. I mean, who? Rantings of an
Grandpa.
old man.
He's gonna be so nuts in the next couple of years. Like this is a bad trajectory for his mental health.
Yeah. I mean, he's
And
deteriorating.
all the people are saying like, oh, the Democrats hid Biden's decline. They are going to hide Trump's.
Oh, no, they're not.
Did you see the video of him walking
doesn't
out of the
matter.
plane to that meeting with Putin, and he couldn't walk in a straight line? I mean, I'm not somebody that's all video evidence proves something, but I've also seen those photos of his swollen feet and that condition that he had. I don't know. I don't know how long a guy can survive off of McDonald's and at that weight. And
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.